why your fishing crew matters. Hustle and fish. Let's go.
I always find the fish. Always.
Now, I'm going to give you 3 tips on how I judge or how I pick a good fishing crew. And number 1 on my list is he's just a natural born hard worker, okay? To be honest, I'm not a natural born hard worker. I kind of had to wake up and see the light after children and start working hard. But there's people that are just hard workers. It's in their DNA. And Bear is one of those animals who's just a hard worker. What I love about Bear is he tells me his stories about when he used to work in rebar out in the valley, 110 degrees, working on steel, just sweating like your pants are wet, that much sweat. So of course, when he comes on my boat to fish, this is fun. This is fun for him. That's the only guy I know who can stand up all day, fish, doesn't care about nothing else but getting the job done. And by the time we're back at the dock, this guy will still be on the deck of the boat like this, like there's still some Mad Max or spread bars out there. I'm like, bro, it's over. We're back. Relax. Hard worker is number 1 on my list when picking my crew. Number 2 on my list is just as important. Know your place. The angler has to be someone who knows his place, okay? I'm the number 1 guy. I'm the captain. It just is what it is. There has to be a number 1, and if you're lucky, you got a number 2. You need to trust the number 1 and show him your unconditional support. Know how to make maybe recommendations. Know how to support number 1 to make him be his best. There's a way to do things, okay? And knowing your place, you just don't tell him like, hey, I think we should go here. Or hey, I think we should do this. The captain knows what he's doing. He's the owner of the boat. He's already proved himself to be that guy. That's why you're fishing with him, and you need to trust him, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've been on this boat, and everybody knows my relationship with Billy K. And they're like, hey, there's Billy. Hey, where's Billy at? Hey, call Billy. And there's times, bro, where like we see him pass by, and even I get starstruck at times. You know, there's still times where, yes, I want to follow him because that's how I started. But then the time came, it's like, no, we got to do our own thing. I would like to be the guy to call Billy and say, hey, man, we found some, okay? And I remember this one guy once was like, man, it's not going to work, man. It's not going to work. And I just looked him in his face. I said, it's going to work, and it's going to get bit, okay? He shut up, followed my lead. And what happens in 10 minutes? Bait gets crushed and we get bit. And I just confirmed that whole thought process. Number 3 is this. If you're number 1, know how to play number 2. And what I mean by that is sometimes I'll have multiple captains on this boat. Okay. But there could only be 1 captain. And that's just it. That's just how the game goes. You need to know how to play a good number 2 if you're a number 1. Now, there's guys on my boat that I bring them on my boat because they're fishy. And I know they could get the job done without me. But when they come on my boat, it's the way they suggest. Or if I ask, I might ask for information. Hey, what do you guys think? And I'll respect what they have to say. But it's never like, hey, bro, we need to go do this. Or hey, bro, it's like, you can't take over number 1. You got to support number 1. There's a lot of guys that I would like to fish with and I fish with, but probably won't come back on my boat because they came on the boat and try to take over my operation, you know? And my mind is like, well, he's not coming back again. It's not an ego thing. I'm the captain. This is my boat. And I appreciate your help and I appreciate everything you could do, but support the number 1. A number 2 knows how to support a number 1. For example, Bear, he's a great number 2, okay? He just knows his role. When I'm in the tower, I just worry about tower life, okay? He's on the deck, he worries about deck life. And there's a lot on the deck going on. You got new anglers, you got rods, kites, baits. There's a lot going on for a number 2. But when the number 1 could just focus on being number 1, well, then you just catch the number 1 fish. It's plain and simple. I got a lot on my mind already. A lot of pressure. I got information. I got GPS numbers. I got coordinates. I got theories. I got a lot of information that I've gathered that I want to execute on. And when I don't have to worry about the deck, oh my God, it's an amazing thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been in back of the deck and been in the tower and I get the job done. That's what a number one could do. He could do both. You know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed. I have a great number two, okay? Now, let me tell you another reason why your fishing crew matters, okay? Because this is huge. This is a huge tip I'm going to kick in. There was a time we went to Tanner Bank, the same crew, me, Bear, and Alberto, okay? And the plan was to do an overnight trip. I didn't have no experience on overnight trips. I wasn't even a captain at that stage, but I'm still new to this Parker boat and still new to the game of giant bluefin. And while I was out there the first night, we didn't do too well and I was getting weak-minded. And I told Bear, you think we should just go back to land? Then I looked at Berto, like, bro, you think we should go back? They both looked at each other, then looked at me and said, we're already here, bro. That's why your fishing crew matters, okay? We stayed another day, but I wouldn't have stayed and got the experience of doing an overnight trip at Tanner Bank, how to anchor, chilling at night, barbecuing. It's one of my fondest memories. And keep in mind, we didn't catch no fish that trip. We didn't catch no fish, but what we caught was a lot of experience. Plus, it was November and not a soul was out there. We were the only diehards out there. Why your fishing crew matters, okay? My boys didn't care if Fish Dope had reports. My boys didn't care that Billy K's website didn't have information. My boys just wanted to ride because they're riders. Why your fishing crew matters. Now, we got a new fishing contest today, and the winner's going to receive their choice of any performance shirt just like this and a hat to go with it. If you can guess the weight of this tuna right here, put your answers in the comments. I'll find them, and then I'll find you. Now, for the winner of last week's contest on the one thing every fisherman needs to know, if you missed it, or you can watch it right here. Click on that and you can see last week's episode. Johnny Soul Tunes is the winner. He guessed 278, and that fish was 278 on the money. Congratulations. I'm going to send you a message on YouTube. Get back to me, and I'll be sending you a dope swag package from Ahcor Offshore. One more bonus tip on why your fishing crew matters is make God part of your fishing crew. And when I say God, I'm talking about the only one God, the Lord Jesus Christ, okay? I never start a fishing trip without consulting my maker and getting him on my team, okay? And if you ever fished on this boat, we've never left the breakwater without saying a prayer before we go out there. Just some grown men huddling up, arm to arm, saying a prayer, just giving thanks. Thanks that we got health. Thanks that we're out here. Thanks for your creation. Thanks for this ocean. Thanks for our family. Get us back home safely and help us, give us guidance on executing on a big fish. I did want to mention, if you're in the market for a boat, if you're shopping for a boat and you want to get a Parker fishing boat like this, I do got a video. You could click right here and check it out. I also wanted to give a shout out to my crew, the BGH team. There's a lot of us. Number one on my list is my man Dustin at Real Deal Sportfishing. I'm going to leave his information in the description below. But holler at Dustin if you want to do island fishing, rock fishing, big game fishing. My man has it covered. Another one who's number one on my list is my man Isaac at Down and Dirty Sportfishing, okay? I'm going to leave his information in the description below, but holler at Isaac once again if you want to do rock fishing, island fishing, anything offshore, especially big game fishing. I highly recommend Isaac. With all that being said, guys, I want to hear from you. I have a lot of experience, 7 years of strictly chasing big bluefin tuna on a Parker boat. I have experience taking this boat from a scrapyard and building it to my dream boat. What do you guys want to hear about? Let me know in the comments and I'll get on it. I salute you all. Hustle and fish. And let's go.